Tonight, Hurricane Milton is heading for Florida.
But take a look at all the damage and debris still along the streets of Treasure Island after Hurricane Helene hit. Crews are trying to clear as much of it as possible before this next storm. Bree Jackson tonight shares the precautions being taken and how the federal government is trying to help.
From boarding up windows to loading up sandbags, preparations are underway for Hurricane Milton, a high-powered storm barreling toward Florida.
You always worry, but this one, there's something about this one that I'm feeling very uneasy about.
Evacuation orders under effect in parts of the state as emergency management crews issue dire warnings.
This storm is disastrous. This storm will kill people. So definitely take it serious, evacuate the area.
There's fear high winds and storm surges will hit areas already left devastated by Hurricane Helene.
I have never been so concerned about a storm in my career. We've never seen one come at us straight on.
President Biden delaying his overseas trip to oversee the response to Milton and stressing the storm's severity.
This could be the worst storm to hit Florida in over a century. And God willing it won't be, but that's what it's looking like right now.
The National Guard's assisting with cleanup efforts from Helene, while FEMA is putting crews in place ahead of what's to come. The administration is also working to combat a storm of misinformation, including false claims disaster relief funds are being diverted to illegal migrants.
Individuals lose trust in their government. They are reluctant to seek the assistance that they need. We implore them to ignore the false information that is being spread and to seek the help that we have available to them.
Parts of the Southeast recovering from one natural disaster while bracing for the next. In Washington, Bree Jackson, NBC News.
FEMA sets up a rumor response page online during these disasters to combat misinformation.
The agency launched a website to address concerns ranging from applying to assistance and to how much funding is available for those who need it. Now, this all comes to Helene and now Milton that they're talking about.
Well, the largest IV bag manufacturing plant in our country had to shut down as a result of Hurricane Helene.
The closure at the Baxter facility in Marion, North Carolina could put life-saving treatments across the country in jeopardy. The facility flooded after a levee breach caused by Hurricane Helene.
The company has had to stop producing critical IV fluids. It's also having to limit how much facilities can order as a result.
And next week, work will begin on a temporary fix for 3 miles of Interstate 40 damaged at the Tennessee-North Carolina line.
Hurricane Helene caused it to crumble. Tennessee's governor said the state received tens of millions of dollars in federal funding to help make those repairs.
And Angela's here tracking all of this, everything that's going on in Florida as well, North Carolina too. But we were talking about storm surge and its impact.
It's a huge impact.
Huge impact.
Yeah.
And really, all of those pictures you just showed us of the damage was caused by water. Now think, and flooding in North Carolina and Tennessee. But now think of this wall of water. That's what a storm surge is. With a weaker storm, may not have much of an impact, although the water level is higher than it should be. Now, let's talk about a much stronger storm. When you get into this category 3, 4, 5, it is a major storm. And what happens is there is a bigger wall of water that is pushed farther inland and really does all of the destruction. It's the reason we had all the destruction with Helene, and it is a big concern with Hurricane Milton as that storm surge may peak in and around Tampa between 10 and 15 feet, and even as far south as the Naples area, perhaps in that range of 5, 6, 7, maybe 8 feet, and on the north side as well. This is something that we're going to monitor, one of the dangers with a landfalling hurricane. New information from the National Hurricane Center. It is back up to a category 5, sustained winds at 165 miles per hour. I'm going to jump ahead to 8 o'clock tomorrow morning. They're going to start to see the outer rain bands. They're going to start to see some tropical storm force winds during the day tomorrow. This is noon on Wednesday. The eye still to the southwest of Tampa at 11 o'clock on Wednesday night, but it's close forecast to make landfall very early Thursday morning. We think around 1, 2 a.m. Still a hurricane as it moves across the state of Florida. We will continue to monitor the latest on Hurricane Milton. Close to home, it's an easy forecast. Skies are clear, temperatures are mild. We're at 72. Winds are west-northwest at 14. 72, 45 today. Records for this date 91 and 28. Temperatures overnight will be in the 40s, so another cool start. If you needed the sweatshirt the last couple of mornings, you will again tomorrow morning. Then lots of sunshine. We're at 65 at noon tomorrow. Highs in the mid-70s Wednesday. We'll still be low to mid-70s and plenty of sunshine on Thursday. Rain chances 0 until we get into the early part of next week. This is when we expect a big weather pattern change, but between now and then, we get a couple of days, Friday and Saturday, close to 80 degrees. Enjoy it, because as I step out of the way, you can see what's coming our way. That big change will include highs only in the 50s, a few showers early next week, and maybe our first morning this season in the 30s.